We all remember the Dream Team and the impact they had in the Olympics back in the 90s.
As expected, won the gold here. The greatest team ever assembled in the history of team sports.
But now, it's time for the Avengers to shine. LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum, all wearing the same jersey and competing for a common goal. It's an NBA fan's dream and one that is finally becoming a reality at the 2024 Paris Olympics. With a roster that has numerous A-list all-star players and one of the best coaches of all time, Team USA seems like a runaway favorite to come home with the gold medal, right? Well, not so fast. Although there is so much talent on this team, their success in Paris isn't guaranteed. In fact, this could be the toughest Olympics of all time. With the big game starting in France, basketball fans from all over the globe are paying close attention to see how well the Americans will do. Team USA has been filled with amazing players for over 30 years now, but they have truly outdone themselves this time. What caused LeBron, Steph, KD, and others to sign on for the Olympics? Well, their decision came out of disappointment and despair. Last summer, the FIBA World Cup was held and Team USA was ready to compete. At least, they thought they were. The lineup had some of the best up-and-coming stars in the league, including Austin Reeves, Tyrese Halliburton, Anthony Edwards, and others, but ultimately fell short of their goal and weren't able to even secure a medal. NBA fans wanted more. They demanded more. Just days after Team USA's defeat in the World Cup, rumors started to swirl about LeBron and other players wanting to step up and get revenge in the Olympics.
We're gonna make history this summer, man, so I'm excited.
Very excited about the opportunity. Looking forward to
taking advantage of every opportunity.
Before long, James, Curry, Durant, Devin Booker, and several other big names were committed to heading to the Paris Olympics. For some of these stars, these Olympics are even more important because it will be their last dance on such a big stage. LeBron, for example, will not be part of the 2028 Olympics, and it's unlikely that Kevin Durant will be there either. And even though this is Steph Curry's first time at the Olympics, he will probably be too old to play when 2028 rolls around. Getting this team together and dominating the rest of the world was special and sentimental for several of these guys. Over the last months, more and more players came to the pack, including Drew Holiday, Joel Embiid, Bam Adebayo, and more. It was very clear that Team USA was trying to be a super team, capable of storming through the competition and easily winning gold. But little did they know just how difficult that task would be.
Oh my God! Wow!
There was a time when a team like this wouldn't have any challenges on the way to winning it all in the Olympics. But times and international teams have changed a lot since the 90s, and one thing is very clear. Team USA's Olympic journey is going to have quite a few obstacles. The Olympics are crowded with some of the greatest stars in the league, and they are all gunning to take down the Americans.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The last 6 NBA MVP awards have gone to international players. Giannis Antetokounmpo has won twice, Nikola Jokic has done it 3 times, and Joel Embiid nabbed it once in 2023. Rookie of the Year Victor Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert are ready to play for France. Dennis Schroeder and the brothers Mo and Franz Wagner are fighting on behalf of Germany, who won the World Cup last year. And let's not forget Canada, who has the likes of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Dylan Brooks, Jamal Murray, and others. The bottom line is this: America is not the undisputed top dog in the Olympics. Sure, they are the odds-on favorite, but there is some stiff competition flooding in from all over the globe. Just take a look at the America's exhibition games. Although the Americans won all 5 games, there were a few that were incredibly, shockingly close.
It's 4 for the lead! How about this team?
The most disappointing moment came when they were down by double digits to South Sudan.
Look at this. Charlie Jones finding Shea, who had to adjust as he stumbled a little.
They were able to rebound and win that game.
Jones on the drive for the lead. The good throw by Gabriel. A second attempt, no. Davis comes out with it.
Thanks to the hard work and fourth quarter heroics of LeBron James.
Hole all over Steph. LeBron drives for the lead.
But they only claimed victory by just a single point. That margin was far too close for comfort. Things got way too close again when the Americans battled Germany in their next exhibition game. They scored a 92-88 win, but again, Team USA was looking for a blowout.
And he scores! He's a man. Goodness, does he take over?
Following that game, even Steph Curry admitted that the team wasn't firing on all cylinders, but he promised they would.
We don't execute the details of what teams know they have to do to beat us, which...
The good news is they won all 5 friendly matches. The bad news is that some of them were way too close. But why? What is causing the Americans to struggle so much? Why aren't they just destroying every team they play? Yeah, they're great, but Team USA isn't perfect. There are some glaring problems plaguing the Americans, and they need to get them fixed ASAP if they want those ticker tape parades when they come back home. One of the biggest issues making life hard for Team USA is a very common one: injuries. In particular, Kevin Durant's injuries. Durant wasn't a part of any of the 5 warm-up games because of a calf injury that has kept him sidelined. Now, obviously the team has more firepower outside of Durant, but the guy is an absolute bucket. In fact, he's the top-scoring American player in Team USA history. They don't need him, but they really do want him. He's getting better and he's healing, but his status is still up in the air. There is no doubt that he could have added a lot during those exhibition games, especially the very close ones against South Sudan and Germany. His injury is even more troubling because Durant was originally only supposed to miss a single week. Yet, here we are, waiting for KD to suit up and play with the rest of the team. Anyone that has paid attention to his career knows that his recovery process could be slow and unpredictable. But the lack of Durant isn't the only thing weighing down on the Americans. This team can outshoot just about any other team. Well, usually. For some reason, they have been having issues with their offense. Yes, even with Steph Curry, the best shooter of all time on the court, Team USA has struggled at times to land their shots. This just can't happen, especially when they are facing teams like Canada, who have a backcourt consisting of Jamal Murray and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Those two can match just about anything coming from Team USA's guards. However, basketball is a game of both offense and defense, and sadly, the Americans' defense is probably their biggest problem of all. They have looked pretty good when both Bam Adebayo and Anthony Davis are on the floor together, but their defense has been downright porous at times, allowing easy buckets for their competitors and seemingly non-existent at others. That is particularly concerning because they are facing some of the biggest teams in Olympic history: Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic, Victor Wembanyama. These are some large dudes who can bully their way to the basket. If America's defense isn't imposing, they will practically give points away. It's tough to admit, but part of the issue here is that Joel Embiid hasn't been looking that great lately. Olympic basketball really values movement, speed, and versatility, and sadly, that isn't what Embiid is known for. During exhibition games, he has looked clunky, out of place, and honestly, out of shape too. He has always looked like a deer in headlights when receiving the ball, and has slowed down Team USA action again and again. This is only weeks after Embiid has allegedly recovered from a pretty nasty injury that completely disrupted his postseason plans. We all saw how hobbled he was during the playoffs. The man was beaten down and utterly exhausted. Has he really had time to recover? Is he struggling because he's still not 100%? Team USA fought hard to convince Embiid to join them, but now some people are even questioning if he's the right fit. Yet, head coach Steve Kerr has decided to keep Embiid in the starting 5, upsetting many fans who would rather see Adebayo or Davis in his place. And that leads us to another point. Does this lineup really work together? There is no doubt that the squad is filled with multiple future Hall of Famers, but does that mean that they have natural chemistry? Many of these guys have shined brightly individually, but haven't connected collectively. What's the big deal here? Is it because they aren't used to the FIBA rules that the Olympics use? Are they fatigued after a super long NBA season? Is it poor coaching? Something has prevented this team from really looking like, well, a team. If they wish to take down their opponents, they will have to find more ways to click in Paris. Okay, enough about the bad. Let's talk about the good. And when it comes to Team USA, there is a lot of good. No matter what happens in the Olympics, basketball fans are about to see an assortment of some of the best players of all time working together. For years now, people have longed to witness the power of LeBron and Curry together outside of an All-Star game. They have been dying to behold the full potential of Anthony Edwards on an international stage, and Laker fans in particular have been eager to see what Anthony Davis can do with another proven big man like Bam Adebayo. There is a lot to be excited about, and let's be honest, the odds are still strong that they'll win it all. The last time the Americans missed out on gold was back in 2004, and they have never had a team this imposing. There is a reason people are calling this team the Avengers. They are a blockbuster assembly of the best of the best. It's true that there are some nagging problems that need to be addressed, and it's also true that the competition has never been stronger. At the same time, the Americans have never been so ready to take it on, and there is every reason to believe they can claim the coveted gold medals in a few weeks. That's all for today. If you like content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe so you get every single new video when it drops. Also, leave us a comment about what you think Team USA is going to do in the Olympics this year. Until next time.